maybe you want to elaborate more for those of us who are a little bit newer, like how to get to half guard.
Yeah, for sure. Usually you'll be playing like either an open guard or a closed guard. Someone will force their way there. Like they'll start moving into this sort of thing. You'll put your knee in, and you'll end up essentially defending yourself with that top frame. Alternately, if you were interested in competing, this would be a pretty common sort of thing to have happen. Is people will just like sit down and pull bottom half guard like that. So yeah, like if it's your guard of preference and you're a competitor, you would pull half guard at the start of the match. If you were not a half guard player, you may be like this. Half guard is one of those guards that you kind of have to know how to play it because people will put you there. Before I get into this, does anyone here like object to me giving a short history lesson?
Not at all. Go for it.
Okay. Most of the guards you see nowadays are actually responses to passes. Like historically, there was closed guard, and then half guard became like it was a stalling position. So people would be working passes, so like, I'll leave one up. So, you break the closed guard, and then you go to do this, and then it's like, all right, I'm gonna lock my legs in some fashion, which is why the early half guards were basically like clamps. So this sort of thing, where you just like triangle your legs, like this sort of thing. So you just, like there are methods of slowing people down. And then what you saw, for instance, was people start to get up to here and do this. So reverse De La Diva guard became it's a counter to the knee cut pass, right? So every subsequent version of half guard started to become like a response to that type of pass and so on and so on. So like when a new passing style comes along, a guard evolves to meet it. It's like a constant arms race, right? So because the most sort of like fundamental common guard in most gyms is the closed guard. I disagree with that. I don't think it should be taught first, but in probably 99% of gyms, the closed guard is the first thing you learn. The first thing you're going to deal with is someone breaking your closed guard and moving past it, in which case you're going to have to go to half guard. So half guard is pretty like, you kind of have to know it. There are people who advocate against ever playing half guard for distance management reasons. I don't advocate against it. I just think that if you are going to play it, it should have as many frames as possible. And so I'm not an advocate of like, playing half guard, trying to underhook people and like giving them access to your head kind of thing. So, yeah. Does that answer your question? So yeah, it's kind of a necessity because when you get put in bad like passing positions, the half guard is like, it's your lifeline. So that's why I work backwards from like, what's the worst version of the half guard? You're smashed, underhook, head control. If you can work from there and just kind of work yourself back to some kind of frame, even if you don't want to use the half guard as an offensive tool, then you can get, like quite a few of you were just using this movement to go back to closed guard. That's totally fine. Like whatever guard you want to play, you should be able to try to get it. But like work your way back to there from the half guard. You can like, as long as, other than like things like De La Diva where somebody has to stand up for you to play it, you should be able to get back to any type of guard that you want to from the half guard, provided your partner stays on their knees. And obviously if they stand, it should be the same thing. You should be able to work your way back to any other guard. So it's very much like a hub position that you need to be able to play. Did that give you time to collect your thoughts? And
yeah, I was like going against Jacob when he put his pressure in me.
Yeah.
I was having trouble getting this hand inside because you told me not to.
Can you show me the positions?
So, and you go for it. And I was right here, and I was having trouble getting my hand to the inside because he had all this pressure in here.
Yeah.
Should I be coming in here or coming back in?
What you should do is use your right hand to manage distance. So just post on his bicep. You can do that, yeah. Or you can go to the biceps. Like go back for a second. Put your hand on his biceps. There you go. Yeah. And now use your knee to push him away. And now put your arm on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting caught there.
Yeah. So this is a consequence of not using your knee frame.
Okay.
Right? Like once that knee is in, you should be able to make the space that you need. You shouldn't try to take your arm inside right now. Right? Get more on your side. There you go, push him away with your knee. Does that solve the problem?
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Other questions? No, that was it.
Main issue.
Okay. Cool, well, I guess we're gonna do some rolling then.